I'm Simone and I have a few friends who have put together some questions for me. I don't know these questions, so we're gonna see what they are, and they're just kind of here to get to know me a little bit better. This is a little follow me along the block type of video, so here we go.
Okay, what's one part of your body that you love?
I love my eyes, I love my abs, I love my ass.
The abs, the ass, a.
What else? Yeah, that's a favorite part.
Okay, what's your favorite color?
Turquoise.
Turquoise. How old were you when you had your first kiss?
Ooh. I think I was 16, low-key. I was a late bloomer to the kissing game.
Okay. What's something you absolutely hate?
Dang. I really don't hate a lot of things. I feel like I'm not very picky. I hate like getting really dirty. I'm very I like being clean. Even though I'll jump in the lake, whatever, I'll get dirty. So.
When do you realize you wanted to be an artist?
I made my first song, I wrote my first song when I was in 7th grade, and it was called Whatever. And then in college, that's when I first made like my first real song. But in high school, I was still making music with my friends, so I don't know, it's been a long time coming.
What was your best childhood memory?
Best childhood memory was on New Year's, we would like stomp on bubble wrap. We would fill like the sidewalk up with bubble wrap and just stomp on it, and that was like holiday time, family time.
Oh.
Shout out the qualities.
If you were going to be stuck on an island, what 3 things would you bring with you?
Mangoes. That was the easy one. Mangoes, like maybe if I needed some fire, some weed. Weed, mangoes, and coconut water. Well, there'd be coconuts, hopefully, on the island. So, weed, mangoes, and I'll bring Yana. Weed, mangoes, and like skincare products. That's what I would bring.
What was your best college memory?
Best college memory? Probably being blacked out with Jade. I had like found this door in this bar, and it was like this small, and I was like, oh my god, guys, like this is the Harry Potter door. Like I was very convinced that this was the Harry Potter door, and I love Harry Potter, and that was a great night. Just being with my friends and going to house parties honestly was like the best thing ever. I miss it already.
How many serious relationships have you been in?
I'll go with 4. 4 or 5. 5 if you want to count it. I don't know what they thought, but I would say 5.
What's a trait that you love about yourself?
I feel like I love that I'm not afraid to connect with people. Like that's something that I super love, and yeah, that's my favorite thing. I love being able to like have a genuine, authentic connection with somebody.
What was it like growing up in Chicago?
Growing up in Chicago, I went to a French school, and I didn't really have many friends. I feel like I was usually the girl in a bunch of guys, and I was either going to tennis practice or dance rehearsals or dance class, piano lessons, acting. Like I joined SAG, Screen Actors Guild, when I was 7. So like I was going on auditions all the time, like at least once a week, a bunch of times a week. Dance was like 4 days a week, 5 days a week, and that was like, you know, for years.
So you would say that you were more active as learning new hobbies and activities than socializing in Chicago?
Yes, I didn't really grow up socializing in Chicago until high school, when I was like, oh my god, ganja, alcohol. But I first like smoked and drank when I was in France with my cousins, so that kind of introduced me to stuff. Yeah, Chicago, high school was great.
What are your plans, goals for the rest of the year?
I'm gonna be releasing some new music. I'm gonna be shooting a video for a little song I made recently, and I'm maybe gonna move to Paris in November. So yeah, that's Austria in December. Who knows? Life is crazy.
So traveling is a big part of your lifestyle, would you say?
I love traveling. Yeah, big traveler.
What about traveling do you love?
I love being able to like see a view. Like I feel like when I go to an island or like a beach, like being able to have like a nice view, or like being with friends. Like in Toronto, I remember I stumbled upon this amazing sandwich shop, the best sandwich I may have ever had. And then I went to this shop to buy a bowl to smoke out of, and he was like, oh, do you want some bud? And I was like, hell yeah. And then he gave us some bud for the low. Like just meeting different people from different cities, like it's just so cool to me. For sure. Yeah.
Okay, if you could move anywhere in the world, where would it be?
I mean, either Paris, I love Toronto, or LA.
Or where?
LA. Las Angeles. Yeah. I mean, shit. If I could live out of Hawaii for some time too.
All of the places you traveled, which place did you like the most?
Israel.
Why?
Hands down, because of nature. Like you can literally go to the ocean, and then like within 10 feet you have a mud bath, and it's like hot, warm mud, and you can like dip yourself in the mud and then go wash off in the ocean. It's just like the most amazing experience ever. I love nature, anything that has to do with nature, for sure. Yeah. And the people.
Where's a new place you've been wanting to go?
Bali. Have to go to Bali and Japan. I just cannot wait to go to Asia, like Vietnam, Korea, Japan, Indonesia. I mean, I'm the biggest Asian food person you might ever meet. So, I love Asian culture, Asian food.
So you already answered your favorite food is Asian food. Would you say that's correct?
Definitely. Definitely. If it's not sushi, it's like Korean seafood. And if it's not Korean seafood, it's like
What's your favorite quote?
Probably like love like no one's not gonna like you, dance like no one's watching, and sing like, or maybe it's like love, dance, and sing like no one's watching. Something like that. Like that's totally me. I have
Would
that in
you
my
say you live that life?
I do, for the most part. I feel like in the past I have become more aware of other people's opinions and I've taken that into consideration, but for the most part I try to live and be myself without like thinking about somebody else's opinion.
What's some of the best life advice you've been given?
Probably that like I know what I'm doing. I feel like once I got that advice that like, you know, at the end of the day, like it's about knowing. Do you know like what you stand for? Do you know who you are? Do you know like what you love, what you want out of life, and like the ways to be a better you? I feel like once you get into that knowing, that's like top tier. Being able to step back from your emotions. I'm like super into psychology, and one thing I've learned is like if you're able to step back from your emotions, then it's just an emotion and you can observe it.
So, who is your favorite artist and how do they inspire you to be the artist that you are?
Sade is a huge inspiration to me because she's very classic and like I feel like people of all walks of life like her music because it's honest and it's honest, period. I love T-Pain because he has such an amazing voice and he literally invented auto-tune, and he's just really smart. I love the essence of Aaliyah. I mean, she's also, again, a classic, but in like a modern, hip way where like it's the ultimate tomboy, which I feel like growing up, I felt like I was a big tomboy growing up.
So, was that it?
There's more, but I mean, that's a view. That's the three. Some three.
The top three. You're a dancer, right?
Yes.
When did you decide to go from just being a dancer to also being a songwriter and a musician?
I feel like I decided when I was in college, I was a DJ at my college. I was like the radio DJ. I had a radio show for 2 years. It was like 2 hours long every Sunday. And I love DJing. I love DJing parties. I love music. I mean, I grew up as a dancer, and I feel like when I realized in college that I loved and enjoyed writing songs and like singing, I feel like I just kind of followed that passion on the side throughout college. And then once I graduated, I came back to Chicago and did it full time. And then I like managed a restaurant along the way, but after that college heartbreak, I feel like that's what propelled me into like doing it. So that was helpful. Lesson.
Were you always a writer, or when did you begin to write?
I was always a writer. I've always written, actually. Like when I was younger, I would always write a book every year. And I have like so many children's books that I've written, and like I wrote How the Grinch Stole Christmas 2, and I wrote like Found in the Jungle, Lost in the Woods, or Lost in the Forest, Sprincy's Diamond. Like these are all books that I wrote, and I've always kept a journal or a diary, whatever you want to call it, like always writing. Like I said, I wrote my first song when I was in 7th grade, and I think I've always loved writing. I have, yeah. Always been a writer. I feel like it was writer and dancer kind of at the same time, like around 4 years old. And then kept writing, kept dancing, started acting. Actually started acting at 4 too, because I was in like baby commercials. And then SAG. At 7 years old, I got into SAG, kept doing commercials, auditions, plays at the Goodman Theater. And then high school happened, and I kind of focused on dancing. And then I stopped dancing, started making music with my friends, wanted to stop doing everything so I could just smoke weed and have fun. And then college, went back to writing music, but was always dancing.
So would you say that when you weren't focusing your attention on music, do you feel like that affected you, or do you feel like you were just trying to enjoy a different portion of yourself, of your lifestyle?
I was just trying to enjoy a different portion of myself. I think that sometimes for me, because I love doing something so much, I can add pressure to myself where it's like added pressure for no reason when like I just want it to be fun, you know? So sometimes I feel like I've taken phases where like I'm more so dancing or I'm more so singing because it just like, for me, I just want it to be fun always, and I want to love it. Because I love it, I don't, you know, if you make what you love your career, then like it'll never feel like a job. So I've always tried to like balance that. Yeah.
What is one thing no one knows about you?
I think nobody knows like how much I've cried in my entire life. Like, I have cried so much, and I can get so sensitive, and I feel like nobody really knows how much I cry. I'm getting better at like having a positive mindset, and I think that like a shift in like making myself happy, it's a choice that has like taken over my life now. I can't deny the fact that I feel like I used to cry almost every day, or like a lot. Like, it was painful, and I feel like nobody really knows that.
What do you feel like caused that pain for you?
It was a loss of friendship. I feel like I, at one point, definitely thought that I had let my community down, and I didn't want to, I mean, that sucks, that idea in itself, the fact, you know, thinking that you let your friends down, or that you let your community down, or that, you know, maybe you made a bad call, or maybe like being yourself isn't, you know, you have to question yourself and who you are. Sometimes that's, not sometimes, that's what led me to questioning who am I and what am I doing and what's my purpose. And, you know, I feel like that kind of faltered into being in a bad relationship, or, you know, surrounding yourself with unlike-minded people. So
what advice would you give to other young people who have had experiences of you feeling like they're sad and they can't live another day?
100% starts with yourself. Like, you have to create this change in yourself that like you're worth it, and that you matter, and that like you are beautiful no matter what anybody else says. And whatever you choose to do, if you have good intentions about it, like you, if you're being your truth self, that's like what matters. And that, I'm gonna leave it at that, period. Yeah.
Just being true to yourself.
Being true to yourself.
And accepting yourself.
And accepting yourself. And then two, like surrounding yourself with people who create safe spaces to talk about things that might bother you, or like talk about things, whether it's like about different cultures or like socializing, society rules, or like, you know, whether that be like sex, gender, race, like how you eat, like manners, being polite, just doing the right thing, being a good person.
Okay, final question.
Okay, final question.
What are your goals in your music career for the next 5 years? Where do you see yourself?
I take that back. I will be touring. I'm going to be building up my audience in the next 5 years. I'm going to be touring. I'm going to be making music videos, collaborating with other artists, uplifting people who feel like they're different, and I definitely want to like make an impact on the music industry. I'm really small in real life, so sometimes it's shocking for people, and I feel like sometimes that's made me like silence myself, or sometimes that's made me like hold myself back because I feel like the odd man out, and other reasons making me feel like the odd man out, but just being able to like shine my own light and like be happy and like make music that makes others feel a way, whether that's like feeling good and dancing or like feeling your emotions. Like I feel like my goal is, the overall goal is like to make other people feel comfortable with sharing their emotions. Again, going back to like one of the first questions, like I love to feel connected to people, and I want other people to feel comfortable connecting, period. And I feel like that's really important to me. So that's my main goal.
Is there anything else you want to tell anyone?
I want to say I am so thankful for everybody who watched this video, is watching this video, isn't watching this video, saw a small clip of this video and thought it was funny, because I really just I feel like my personality is really just here to like make others laugh with me, and even though I can be like sexy or serious, like I feel like my main goal is like to laugh with others. So like I'm here, reach out to me, and I would love to connect with you. Peace out.